Good morning, dear children. We are living in a competitive world. Oh, you have participated in one or the other competition. Is there any one of you who participated in swimming competition after a long time? Did your parents support you to go for it? If not, what did you feel at such a situation? Well, dear students, there was a person who wanted to take part in free for all meet, that is in swimming competition, but discouraged by his wife since he didn't go for practice for a long time. I will give you some more information about it from the poem Benjamin John Goes Swimming. Do you know who has written this poem, Benjamin John Goes Swimming? Benjamin John Goes Swimming is written by Alan Fisher. Do you know anything about Alan Fisher? Well, dear students, I will tell you. Alan Fisher's full name is Ellen Lucia Fisher. She was born on September 9, 1906 in Iron River, Michigan. She received her bachelor's degree in journalism from the University of Michigan in 1927. She became director of the Women's National Journalist in 1928. She was an American writer of more than 100 books for children. She thought of herself primarily as a poet, and her poems are frequently used in textbooks. In 1978, she won the National Council of Teachers of English Award for Excellence in Poetry for Children. She died on December 2, 2002 in Boulder, Colorado. Dear students, please answer these questions by listening to this explanation. Where and when she was born? From which university did she complete her bachelor degree? What is the award she got? When she died? Dear students, I am going to read out the poem. Please listen carefully and read silently. Benjamin Jones, in confident tones, told his wife, "On the 4th of July, I think I will compete in the free for all meet. I bet I can win if I try." But his wife said, "My word, how very absurd. You haven't gone swimming for years. With others so fast, you are sure to be last, and I will blush to the tip of my ears." Well, the fourth quickly came, and waiting acclaim were wonderful swimmers galore, each poised in his place for the start of the race, while spectators crowded the shore. The contest began, and Benji, poor man, was passed on the left and the right. His pace was so slow that a crab saw his toe and thought it would venture a bite. Ben noticed the crab as it started to grab, and perhaps the result can be guessed. The thought of his toe in the claw of his foe made him swim like a swimmer possessed. And the crowd on the shore sent up a great roar as Ben took the lead in the dash, while his wife on the dock received such a shock she fell in the lake with a splash. Alan Fisher. Dear students, I am going to explain you each stanza. As I explain, please note down the meanings and write down the rhyming words as you come across throughout the poem. The first stanza, Benjamin Jones in confident tones. What do you mean by confident? Sure or firm. We must understand the meaning so that we can understand the poem very easily. Told his wife on the 4th of July. As I told you, there was a swimming competition on 4th of July. I think I will compete in the free for all meet. What do you mean by free for all meet? Free for all meet means anybody can participate in this swimming competition. I bet. What do you mean by bet? Assure, giving assurance, guarantee. I can win if I try. Here, Benjamin Jones very firmly tells his wife that he will participate in a free for all meet, which is going to be held on 4th of July. He just not said that he will try, but he was also sure about winning, that he will definitely win the competition. Can you identify the rhyming words here? Tones, Jones, compete, meet. What do you mean by rhyming word? The two words ending with the same sound or pronunciation is called rhyming word. Dear students, don't bother about the ending letters. Please learn the pronunciation. If the two words ends with the same pronunciation like compete, meet, spellings are different but sound is same. Therefore, they are rhyming words. Please write down some more rhyming words as you come across. Second stanza. But his wife said, my word, how very absurd. You haven't gone swimming for years. With others so fast, you are sure to be last, and I will blush to the tip of my ears. What do you mean by absurd? Foolish. She says, how foolish you are. How can you participate in a swimming competition after a long time without any practice? Blush. What do you mean by blush? Feel shy. She says that she will feel shy if he loses in the competition, and her face will become as red as beetroot. My word. Here it is an exclamation of surprise. There are punctuation marks, inverted comma, exclamation mark, question mark, full stop. These are marks which we use at various situation. Where do we use inverted comma? We use inverted comma to highlight the words told by someone. We use exclamation marks in order to show surprise. And we use full stop after each completion of a sentence. And we use comma when there is continuous names. For example, Rama, comma, Sita, comma, Lakshman went to forest. So after each name we use comma. Okay, so these are the various ways to use comma. So can you find out rhyming words from this stanza? Fast, last are the rhyming words. Absurd, word, these are rhyming words. Please add some more rhyming words to this. Third stanza. You can see a swimming pool here where the swimmers are going to swim. Well, the 4th quickly came. There was a swimming competition on 4th of July. It has come. And waiting acclaim. What do you mean by acclaim? Praise. You might have been seen the competitions. When there is whatever the competition, people will be screaming, praising, shouting. Okay, same thing was going on at the swimming pool. Who are wonderful swimmers galore. What do you mean gallery? A large number of people gathered at the swimming place. Each poised in his place for the start of the race. Everybody stood ready to go for swimming, while spectators are onlookers or audience or crowd. They are there to look at this. So, can you identify the rhyming words in the stanza? Came, acclaim. Again, you can notice here came, different spelling. It is ending with a different spelling, but same pronunciation. Therefore, it is a rhyming word. Gather, shore, place, race. Please write down some more rhyming words to this. The fourth stanza. The contest began, and Benji, poor man, was passed on the left and the right. The competition started, and Benji, the means Benjamin John, stood there to swim, and the swimmers started swimming by pushing him left and right. His pace was so slow. What do you mean by pace? His speed. He was swimming very slowly since he didn't go for practice. He was swimming so slowly. At such a situation, a crab, you can see crab in the picture here, it started to catch hold of the toe of a swimmer called Benjamin, and thought it would venture a bite, and it started to venture a bite, means it tried to bite the toe of Benjamin. Dear students, when we have fear of something, take for example, we start studying with a lot of interest, especially before our exam, that within 1 or 2 days exams are there, means we start studying. If not, we wait, isn't it? So when there is fear, we do particular work properly. If not, we don't. So we should have fear, good fear, to work or accomplish something. That's what this para says. See, Benjamin, with the fear, he started swimming very fast. Do you think he will win the swimming competition? I will tell it in the next slides. Identify the rhyming words, dear children. Began, man. Bite, right. Slow, toe are the rhyming words which we come across in the fourth stanza. Ben noticed the crab as it started to grab. See, these are rhyming words. What do you mean by grab? To go and catch hold of that toe is called grab, and perhaps the result can be guessed. When if a tiger is running behind you, though you are not a good runner, you will run as speed as you can in order to save yourself. In the same way, Benjamin started swimming very fast as he noticed a crab going to grab his toe. The thought of his toe in the claw of his foe. What do you mean by claw? Claw is a sharp nail of animals, and foe is a enemy. Foe means enemy. Made him swim like a swimmer possessed. That means like a swimmer controlled by an extraordinary spirit possessed. Can you identify the rhyming words here in the stanza? Crab, grab. Guest, possessed. Toe, foe. These are the rhyming words. Please read the explanation given here for better understanding. Please read that. The last stanza. And the crowd on the shore sent up a great roar as Ben took the lead in the dash, while his wife on the dock received such a shock, she fell in the lake with a splash. What do you mean by dash? Contest. Dash means contest. Roar, which means screaming or cheering. The see you might have seen people at the last moment as they are going to win, they scream like anything or I encourage and so on. Dock, an enclosed area of water in a pot. Splash is nothing but a sound made by something striking or falling into a liquid. I'll give a brief information about this last stanza. The spectators on the shore were screaming and cheering as Ben took the lead. That is, he started winning the race. He overtook everyone in this contest. He brought victory to himself as he confidently said to his wife in the beginning. His wife who could not bear the shock fell in the lake with a splash. Splash is nothing but a sound made by something. It was a very beautiful climax with a great laughter. Everybody started laughing and enjoyed a lot. Spectators is nothing but onlookers or audience, as I already told you. Can you identify the rhyming words here? Shore, roar, dash, splash, dock, shock. These are the rhyming words. Please find some more rhyming words and add to this. What did you learn from this poem? This poem taught us that if we make up our mind for something or decide, then nothing can stop us, not even our age. This is the moral that we learn from this lesson. So we have to decide first and take a right decision. Only then we can reach our goal. That's what this poem teaches. Thank you, dear students.